Sometimes these things happen in MMA.
What's going on, fight fans? Welcome to These Things Happen in MMA. The goal of this series is to introduce you to different mixed martial arts documentaries, including theatrical, televised, and independent releases. Before we start, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and I'm proud to say Full Contact Fighter is an official sponsor of the channel. Established in 1997, Full Contact Fighter is the sport's longest-standing media outlet and lifestyle apparel line, with their clothing appearing on many of MMA's earliest legends. If you'd like to learn more about the company, visit FullContactFighter.com, where you can also own a piece of mixed martial arts history. Now here's 10 documentaries about mixed martial arts that you might not know about. Michael the Count Bisping is one of the most revered fighters in the history of the UFC. However, his journey was met with multiple roadblocks that would have deterred most anyone else. After a controversial fight against Vitor Belfort left Bisping with permanent vision damage, he continued to persevere, and 3 years later he became the UFC's middleweight champion in dramatic fashion. This feature-length documentary shares the intimate details of Bisping's struggles and chronicles his amazing career that spans over a decade. The film also features an abundance of interviews from various fighters and celebrities, all of which add their own perspective on the incredible story of Michael Bisping. Filmed in 2016, El Pantera chronicles the rise of Yair Rodriguez as he embarks on his journey to become the first Mexican-born UFC champion. The film addresses such topics as immigration, the American dream, and the rough childhood that steered Rodriguez towards mixed martial arts. Featuring an inside look at the life of Rodriguez, the documentary also highlights teammate Marco Beltran as he too looks to leave his mark along with a new wave of Mexican fighters. After 4 appearances in the UFC, the documentary culminates with Yair headlining in his first main event, while also shining a spotlight on how his success would uplift an entire region. Known as one of mixed martial arts' earliest and most feared competitors, Mark Kerr made his professional debut in 1997, and within a year's time he was 7-0, having won 3 separate tournaments. Chronicling his time in the UFC and Pride Fighting Championship, The Smashing Machine provides an inside look at Kerr's rise and fall as he struggles to maintain as one of the sport's elites. Following Kerr for over 3 years, the documentary captures crucial moments from his career, all the while shining a light on his extreme opioid addiction and dysfunctional personal life. In addition, the film details Kerr's friendship with fellow wrestler Mark Coleman and gives a behind-the-scenes view at both men's personal struggle for glory and redemption. The fight for the legalization of mixed martial arts has been an ongoing battle since the mid-90s. However, New York has now become infamous as the last state to accept the sport. Due to corrupt politics and a lack of knowledge, New York remained as one of a handful of states in which MMA was still outlawed, sacrificing athlete safety, new jobs, and millions of dollars in revenue. Filmed in 2011, New York Mixed Martial Arts is a captivating documentary that highlights the grassroots movement to regulate the sport in New York State. The film offers unique interviews with people involved since the sport's inception, and provides a rare glimpse at how fighters and coaches must navigate the legal system just to engage in the sport they love. In 2010, Anthony Showtime Pettis defeated Benson Henderson in spectacular fashion and became the final lightweight champion of the WEC. After being absorbed by the Ultimate Fighting Championship, Pettis was scheduled for an immediate title shot. However, numerous setbacks and injuries would postpone his championship aspirations. 3 years later, he'd once again fight Benson Henderson for the lightweight title, but this time on the world's biggest stage in the UFC. Revealing his emotional journey, the documentary follows Pettis as he trains for the biggest fight of his career, while also illustrating why he's viewed as one of the most gifted mixed martial artists of his generation. Starting his career with a record of 5-2, Phan made his first appearance in the mid-2000s, at a time when mixed martial arts was gaining traction with major television networks. Considered as a young gun on the rise, Phan put together 7 straight wins and made a habit of finishing his opponent in the first round. Presenting behind-the-scenes footage, Homestead showcases Nam's early bouts in various regional promotions and provides insight into why he fights along with his Vietnamese heritage. In addition, the documentary is filled with classic hip-hop tracks that features music by The Roots, Dilated Peoples, Jay-Z, and many more. Remaining undefeated for over a decade, Cyborg is widely regarded as one of the best pound-for-pound female fighters of all time. Having already won the featherweight titles in both Strikeforce and Invicta FC, this documentary offers rare access to Cyborg as she prepares to make her UFC debut. With a focus on the hardships that Cyborg faces just to make weight, the film provides insight into the extreme measures many fighters endure during the weight cutting process. Featuring interviews from family, friends, training partners, and coaches, the film also highlights Cyborg's early career and showcases how she became one of the biggest superstars in the history of mixed martial arts. By 2010, mixed martial arts had grown from a no-holds-barred sideshow into a billion-dollar business that became the world's most dominant combat sport. Set in Lafayette, Louisiana, Fightville profiles two young hopefuls in Albert Steinbach and Dustin Poirier as they scrap tooth and nail for their shot at the big leagues. Training under UFC veteran Tim Crater, the film offers an up-close view at the fighters' personal lives and highlights the sacrifices both men have made to further their careers. Taking place in strip malls and rodeo arenas, the documentary features early fights with regional promotion USA MMA and concludes with Poirier's rise before signing with the UFC. Joining martial arts from a young age, this documentary tells the story of Dave Sparrow and his ups and downs as an amateur fighter in southern New Hampshire. Currently in his mid-30s, Dave understands that a professional career is out of reach. However, his desire to compete continues to fuel his athletic dreams. Touching on his role as a father and business owner, the film follows Sparrow as he attempts to find a balance between everyday life and fighting. The documentary climaxes with Sparrow's 6th amateur contest, and afterwards he must decide if he wants to keep pursuing his passion or retire. Considered as the first superstar in mixed martial arts, Tito Ortiz is well known for his legendary training camps deep in the mountains at Big Bear, California. Located 7,000 feet above sea level, the camp is isolated with no contact to the outside world and demands the fighters' complete focus and attention. Featuring rare footage, the film gives a behind-the-scenes look at Tito's intense training sessions and provides a glimpse into his no-holds-barred lifestyle. The documentary also includes appearances from Rico Rodriguez, Dean Lister, Ivan Salaverry, and many more, as they all help Ortiz prepare for his upcoming bout at UFC 51. Hopefully this list provided a documentary of interest, and if so, make sure to support the fighters and filmmakers who chronicle this great sport. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below with your favorite documentary about mixed martial arts. Again, don't forget to follow on social media for occasional giveaways, and visit fullcontactfighter.com to own a piece of mixed martial arts history. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel.
Sometimes these things happen in MMA.